name is Jonathan Cloonan and I'm an account director at GroupM ESP Singapore and head of acquisitions for GroupM Entertainment Asia Pacific. GroupM itself is the parent company of 4 media agencies: Mindshare, Mediacom, MEC and Maxis. And those guys work with the brands day to day. And when they need a branded content solution, licensing of a television format, on-the-ground activations, things like that, they will come to us and engage with us and work hand in hand to create a strategy that fits with the brand's objectives and the brand's goals. It's a difficult one to actually define what branded content is or what branded entertainment is, just because everyone's got such a different take. Some people say that branded content is anything within communications that's beyond the spot or the dot, but for me, I put it into 4 things. One is licensing big television formats on behalf of our brands or our broadcast partners, so that would be MasterChef, Got Talent, Next Top Model. Secondly, it's about creating programming for brands. So in Vietnam we have a show called Dr. U, which we created on behalf of one of our pharmaceutical brands. Thirdly, it's about launching and producing digital content, so online vignettes or webisodes. And finally, it's on-the-ground activations to really engage with consumers at the coalface. Branded content is very hot right now, and it's certainly what all my clients are asking for. But it's not something that's new. It started back in the 1950s with the soap operas, which were underwritten by brands. And then it took a dip in the 1960s right through the 1990s because 30-second TV spots became so prevalent and so important. But then media fragmented, and now branded content is big again. Most notably because of last year's Cannes Lions Festival. They actually launched a specific category just for branded content alone. You know, I think the litmus test for whether I like my job or what the culture is within a company is on a Sunday evening when you're trying to figure out, oh, do I want to go in or do I not? And in the last year and 4 or 5 months that I've been working at GroupM, I've typically wanted to come in, and I think that's because of the culture, which is, I don't think of my work colleagues just as work colleagues, I think of them as my friends at this stage. And it's a very flat hierarchy. So, for example, I feel very comfortable grabbing my CEO, Mike Rich, bringing him into a brainstorm with me when we're trying to crack a client's brief, and it's fun. The people are good, they're also fun to be around, which helps. For people who are very passionate about communications, people who are good with clients, so good at building relationships, and also have some sort of a multidisciplinary approach to client problems. I applied the traditional way, but I actually started a blog about a year before applying, and I wrote about WPP agencies every few weeks for about a year, and I also took a WPP focused Twitter handle. This was back in 2009. By the time I applied, I could say, well, this is the traffic that the blog had got. It was around 50,000 hits, and it's sort of leveraged that new media, social media angle to my applications. To get the attention of GroupM ESP or really any of the GroupM agencies would be to go beyond the traditional CV or the traditional resume, because we are a creative industry. We need to be creative for our clients, and you need to be creative in how you apply and really show who you are as a person rather than just skills or rather than just qualifications, because if you can tell a good story about yourself, then you'll probably be able to tell a good story about the brands that you'll need to look after. Make friends with your colleagues, ask advice, listen, and yeah, be excited, because it's a good place to work and it's fun. I mean, we work in entertainment on behalf of brands. I don't necessarily know if you can get more of an interesting or fun job than that, so congratulations on getting the job.